King K Rool, the big, bad croc. You want him back? I want him back. Well, actually, I have no idea if you want him back, but I would assume so if you click this video. It has honestly been crazy with how much King K Rool has been talked about since the announcement of Donkey Kong Bananza. So many videos and posts online about if he could be in there or not. As a huge fan of the Donkey Kong Country series, and being an off and on fan of Donkey Kong 64, and a huge fan of King K Rool, I have been loving every second of this. I mean, just look at him. He's so cool. Alright, before I start gushing, how about we get back to the topic at hand? The biggest question on a lot of our minds, our coconut crystal skulls, has been if King K Rool is in Bananza. When the first trailer released, it made total sense that if King K Rool was in the game, that they would wait until later to show him. I felt that with how much buzz was surrounding the trailer, and King K Rool, that them not showing him in there, whether for this reason or not, created a lot of talk on the internet. And if you're making a new game in a franchise that has been dormant for so long, this is exactly what you want. You want people to talk about your new game. I was under the assumption that if King K Rool was indeed in the game, that he would be shown in the next trailer, or at least one of the following trailers. Or if we had a Nintendo Direct, I felt that he would probably be shown there. Then out of nowhere, opening up the Nintendo app, there it was. A brand new Nintendo Direct focused on Donkey Kong Bananza, which was absolutely crazy. There were rumors swirling around about a June Nintendo Direct, and then here we are, with a Nintendo Direct dedicated to Donkey Kong. Now that's banana slamming. I'd say sorry, but I'm not. While watching this Direct, besides just being amazed at what the game had to offer, I really was starting to feel like they were going to show King K Rool. But as the Direct went on, my feelings shifted, and it kind of felt like it made sense that he wasn't in the Direct. It was weird to have this shift while watching, and it also felt weird because a part of me couldn't help but feel that if he was in the game, that he would definitely be shown in this Direct. I think this is where the whole cope trend has been so accurate when it comes to all of this, because you can't help but get to a point where you feel maybe this is cope. Because after the Direct happened, I honestly felt that maybe they really are hiding King K Rool for us to find out for ourselves when we get the game in our hands. I feel conflicted with this though, because it seems like games today don't have those types of surprises anymore. With the internet, now it feels like most games like to show off mainly everything worth showing, because for one, it helps sell the game, but two, it'll just spread online before you know it. And I feel like a lot of times the companies want to be the ones to showcase this stuff. I honestly don't think that this is definitive though, when it comes to Donkey Kong Bananza. There is absolutely still a chance that they decided to not show him yet. Because if he is the mastermind villain, who's actually behind everything going on, then it would be really cool as a player to experience that for ourselves. On the topic of the internet though, I do hope that if he is in the game, that he is hinted at early on in a cutscene. Because avoiding spoilers is going to be rough. It feels like before the game is even officially out, there's already a thumbnail with all the boss fights. And you know if King K Rool is in the game, he's going to be front and center on that thumbnail. Something else that leans me more towards that he is in the game is that it is very strange how much old stuff we have seen referenced in this game for them to leave out the big croc. Mario Odyssey was fine referencing King K Rool on one of the street signs in New Donk City, so it would be weird to have a new Donkey Kong game that isn't shying away from the older stuff to then leave out one of the biggest pieces from the franchise's past. It honestly feels like with how much they aren't shying away from the past, that if K Rool isn't at least mentioned in Donkey Kong Bananza, I feel like it would be a bit of a slap in the face. Don't get me wrong, I am so excited for this game, and my enjoyment of the game won't be determined by if K Rool is there or not, but it would be a bit of a letdown to have all of these references and then no K Rool? I mean, why all of this crocodile stuff in the game? What would be the point of hinting at all of this stuff to then leave out the big croc? It really is still possible. I definitely don't want people leaving this video with thinking that I'm saying that King K Rool is in the game, because I have no clue. But I can tell you what I feel. My gut feeling is that King K Rool is in this game, and that we may have one of those rare moments of feeling like a kid again. We may experience this game the way we would have as a child, and if K Rool is in there, we may be crying like one too. I want to leave this video on a positive note though, about if King K Rool isn't in Bananza. I want to say that this whole ride has been a lot of fun. From having a new Donkey Kong game be the final announcement of a brand new console Nintendo Direct, to seeing Cranky Kong out of nowhere after the game's announcement, to seeing Rambi look cool again, to getting Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong revealed, and finally, to all the speculation and talks about this game. I can't believe we live in a timeline that had a Nintendo Direct focused on a Donkey Kong game. And it wasn't a short one either. And it was jam-packed with stuff. So many videos have been made talking about Donkey Kong. And how refreshing is it that we can all be talking about not just Donkey Kong, but a new Donkey Kong game. This whole journey has been so much fun. And the best part is, I don't think it's ending after Bananza. I think that with Nintendo giving Donkey Kong a new design, I think that there is a lot more in store for him. As for King K Rool though, if he doesn't appear in Bananza, we will always have his grand return that he had in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And grand it was.